Hello and welcome back. Another episode of Replacing Russ. And can you hear this? Can you hear me sparking one up? If you're wondering, Chaw, why are you sparking one up? Oh, well, we have some things to discuss about the future of Philip Holcomb and the Denver Broncos. In the season, against the, I'm in the wrong league. Ignore me. I'm in the wrong league, boys and girls. All right. For those of you that just wasted 35 seconds of your life, we have things to discuss. Most importantly, what are we going to do to build the defense around Phil? As you can see, we finished 7-10. That's just not going to cut it. But I do want to point out that was not Philip Holcomb's fault. You can see here, 6,005 offensive yards, 11th in the NFL. Gave up 6,500 nearly, 32nd in the NFL. Offensively, scored the 5th most points in the NFL. Defensively, allowed 511, last place in the NFL. As you can see, it just wasn't a good year for the team all around, but the defense was why. Phil threw for 4,000. That was a goal we set. I wanted to get 40 touchdowns. More importantly, I didn't throw 20 picks. I didn't want to throw 20 picks with Phil. Phil played really well, 238 yards per game, essentially with a 96 rating. As you can see, the golden goose, Drew Lock, 5 for 9 for 1 touchdown. But not really relevant. A.J. Dillon did rush for 1,000 yards, which was the goal. I wanted to get him 10 touchdowns. Didn't work. But the rookie, Zaire Johnson, had a really good year. 796, just short of 800. He did have 4 touchdowns. But most importantly, as I'll show you in a second, rookie of the year, leading candidate, J.T. Boothe, 66 for 1,115 yards, 10 touchdowns. Quez Watkins, 749 and 7. Mims, I wanted to get to 500. He only had 479 and 4. Cortland Sutton in the last year of his contract, just 22 receptions, 475 yards, 8 touchdowns. Bronson Geathers, though, taking over as the tight end 1 with Dulcich out. 389 yards and 5 touchdowns. That's pretty respectable. I'll take that. Blocking-wise, here's what I wanted to highlight. So we only allowed 4 sacks all year. The offensive line did. Quinn Meinerz, Ben Powers, McGlinchey, and Forsyth. So each one of the starters. However, we had a platoon at left tackle. We started with James Callahan, guy we got in a trade. Played 258 snaps, 11 games, no sacks. We did end up starting the rookie out of Florida, Mitchell Allen. Played 648 snaps for us, did not allow a single sack. So I'm not really placing too much of a priority on left tackle. Mitchell Allen was really, really good. He'll probably head into the next season as our starter unless we can get someone in the 3rd, 4th round that supplants him, but I don't really see that happening. Defensively, what more can you say about Drew Sanders? 145 tackles, 3 for loss, 2 interceptions. I am a little worried. J.L. Skinner had 92 tackles, but no tackles for losses, no interceptions, only 8 deflections, no forced fumbles. I don't really know what he's doing. I don't know if he's going to be our starting strong safety heading into next year. Kaliko Wall was good. 89 tackles on the year. 5 sacks, which is important. I do want to highlight Zach Allen had 8.5 sacks. Baron Browning had 8 sacks. Interception-wise, Pat Surtain, of course, led the way with 4. I believe Drew Sanders led in deflections and also forced fumbles. We only forced 3 of them. But kicking, we only missed 2 kicks all year, 50 for 51 extra points for 98%, and Jake Verity hit 23 of his 24 field goals, including a 60-yarder. Punting, we signed J.K. Scott in the offseason last year, and he averaged 46 yards a kick. So hell of a job from J.K. Scott. So pretty solid. Marvin Mims had 25 yards on average return, just 6.6 on punt returns, which is actually pretty decent. Just kind of wanted to go through the season stats, though. We will go through all the awards here in 1 second. I do want to simulate to the next week because it is playoffs. So we'll sim to the wild card round here. And while we're doing that, I want you guys to put in the comments who you think I should be building this team around. What offensive players we currently have, what players we are going to have potentially in the draft or whatever. What do I need to do to make Phil's life easier? I have a little idea. But I want to make sure I trade with the right team. So we might be looking to make a big, splashy draft day move. Let's view the playoff bracket real quick. I don't want to spend too much time on teams that aren't us, but Chiefs and Raiders did make it from our division, so that kind of sucks. Pretty loaded playoffs, to be honest with you. I believe the Ravens and the Cowboys were the 1 seeds last year, and they met in the Super Bowl. They're just good at sim. Hard to beat them when they're, playing the computer. Let's see. We will take a look at the team real quick. Wait, just kidding. I want to take a look at... oh, we can't negotiate right now? Oh, we'll have one more chance to negotiate here. Let's get to the divisional championship. I don't really care who's in the divisional championship, to be quite honest with you. I do care who's in the conference championship, though, so we will look at the playoff bracket again and see. Wow, chalk. Except for the Lions upset the Falcons 24-17. It's going to be Ravens, Chiefs, and it's going to be Cowboys, Lions. That's pretty interesting, pretty fun semifinals there in the conference championships. Let's get to the Pro Bowl here. Do we have a Pro Bowler? If my guess would be Drew Sanders. But we will take a look at that. On the right here, who do we got? Okay. We have nobody. Von Miller made a Pro Bowl, though. How about Drew Sanders? Again, a back-to-back Pro Bowls for the boy. Pat Surtain, also on the list. Was not on the list last year. Okay, we'll take our 2 Pro Bowlers and be on with it. Sorry for the voice crack. Not really sure what that was about. But we will take a look and see that it is Cowboys-Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Disappointing as a Broncos fan. You never want to see the Chiefs do good ever. So we will just move on and hope that they lose. Cross our fingers. Alrighty, here we go. And we'll see it in the season recap. But we will take a look at the yearly awards here. Who won MVP? It was Joe Burrow. Coach of the Year, John Harbaugh. AFC here. Offensive Player of the Year, Lamar Jackson. Defensive Player of the Year, Von Miller. Hell yeah, shout out. Offensive Rookie of the Year, baby, JT Boothe, number 1. And Zaire Johnson actually finished 3rd as well. Defensive Rookie of the Year, we do not have one of the Bengals get Joshua Acosta on the list. I'm shocked. 4,000 yards and almost 40 touchdowns doesn't even get you on the top 10 quarterbacks of the AFC. So that's how good the AFC quarterbacks are. 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns does not get you on the running back list either. However, 1,100 yards and 6, 8, 9 touchdowns, whatever he had, that'll get you on the wide receiver list. So Rashee Rice actually finished 1st, Tyler Boyd 2nd. So what a weird little wide receiver group. But JT Boothe gets 6th as the best wide receiver in the AFC. Nobody on the offensive line. Nobody on the defensive line. Also, we take a look at the Bills. Look at this. Von Miller, Ed Oliver, Greg Rousseau. I mean, good Lord. They also had Jaron Shields, a rookie or second-year player. 4 in the top 8 is insane on the defensive line. I'm going to have to start running the Bills playbook. Good Lord. All right, Baron Browning, 8 on best linebacker. However, no Drew Sanders. So Drew Sanders is one of the best linebackers. He's a Pro Bowler, but he's not in the top 10 in the AFC. Make it make sense. Pat Surtain falls. He's 5th. We did have a really bad defense, though. Jake Verity somehow only 3rd, despite only missing 2 kicks all year. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at our upgrades. We'll probably just auto-upgrade these because oh, no, we will not. JT Boothe gets 2 for getting Rookie of the Year, and we are going to put them on... I want to make him a deep threat. I want to be able to chuck the ball deep to him and have him go up and catch it. So that's huge. He gets 1 catch in traffic, 1 deep route, 1 catch, 1 medium route. He also gets +2 awareness. Let's make playmaker as well because I want him to be well-rounded, but I need him. He's going to have to run with the ball in his hand too. Okay, see, look at that. He ended up getting 3 to medium route and 3 to catch in traffic and 3 to awareness between those 2 upgrades. So I will take that. He is a superstar. I believe he was star, and he did go up because of the Rookie of the Year. But, man, what a time. JT Boothe is looking sick. Really good pick at pick 9 last year. All right, we're going to the offseason. I've looked at all I can look at. All right, here's the 2025 season recap. Year 3 in the books. And what do we have? JT Boothe, Rookie of the Year. We do see that. And the Chiefs have dominated the Super Bowl 49-21. That's their 4th. And that passes the Denver Broncos on all-time Super Bowls. So Phil has his work cut out for him. I'm expecting... Who was in the Super Bowl last year? Oh, the Cowboys have lost back-to-back after beating... So we've only had 3 different teams in the Super Bowl in 3 years. Cowboys won it over the Chiefs. Then the Ravens beat the Cowboys. And then the Chiefs beat the Cowboys. So all 3 teams that have been in it have won it in the last 3 years. So 2025 goes to the Kansas City Chiefs. Disgusting. Do not love it. All right, we're going to look at the I don't really care about the retirements, to be quite honest with you. How about we get into this? We'll just auto upgrade this guy because I don't even know who he is. And that's fine. I don't need to know who he is. All right, we're going to... I think I need to get to re-sign players here. This is what I want to talk. This is what the first half of the off-season video is going to be. I did it the same last year. Probably go up to the draft in this one, and then we'll just do a draft-focused episode. Episode next time. So, Mock Draft 3 is out. We will take a look at that, but I do want to talk about the re-signing of players here. 2026, we have $120 million in cap room. That doesn't mean we need to bring back anybody, okay? We have Philip Holcomb, we have Drew Lock at quarterback. We're not going to bring back Tyler Beatty. We have A.J. Dillon, Zaire Johnson. We also have J.J. Sears, the rookie. No tight ends. We're rolling really young at tight end, though. We have J.T. Boothe. I do want to bring back Simi Feheko. That is... Let's do a neutral offer. See if he takes it. Awesome. Phil Holcomb's best friend, Simi Feheko, back on the squad. Love to see that. However, as you can tell, we're not bringing back Cortland Sutton. Just can't afford it. Don't want to afford it. He's 30 years old now. Star development only. Montreal Washington also not getting back on the team. Tight end, we do have Greg Dulcich and Will Mallory. We signed Will Mallory for depth because Greg Dulcich was injured, and then Bronson Gathers played so well, along with Brett Bush and Joshua Kruger, that we don't really need to re-sign him. He's not a bad tight end. He's actually quite good. I don't know. He just doesn't really fit. No. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. He doesn't really fit with what I want to do offensively. Like, I like blocking tight ends. He's not really that. 59 run block, that's really bad. His catching's not great. He's not that fast to where his run blocking needs to be that low. So if he was like 87 speed, 88 speed, we'd be talking about it, but we're not. I do want to go position by position, but Madden just wants to reset it every time I click into somebody, so that's kind of annoying. We don't have any offensive line. We have Luke Wattenberg to re-sign, but we have Chris Milner, as you can see, who's probably going to take over as right guard or left guard eventually. Not this year, though. We also have a young right tackle, Jermichael Pitts, who's been pretty decent, backing up McGlinchey. Right now, our biggest need is defensive end. I don't want to bring back Uwazurike or Matt Henningsen. We're going to roll with Tavarius Yarbrough, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to draft one, and there could be a move. I could be moving up in the draft to take one. Zach Allen was really good. We got a young guy behind him. No need for right ends right now. Now, Javon Kinlaw is an interesting one. His contract expires 28, 73 overall. I think I want to try to bring him back. I think I need to bring him back on, let's just give him $2 million, call it a day. Let's go. Okay, Javon Kinlaw is going to come back and play D-tackle for us, which is huge because we only had one on the roster, Emilio Delgado, and he's okay. But Javon Kinlaw can eat some run blocks. He's fine. Kaliko Wall is going to be our left outside linebacker. We don't need to bring him back. I have him back, I suppose. Drew Sanders is our middle linebacker who's a stud. Anthony Walker Jr., our only other middle linebacker on the roster. Do I want to bring him back for special teams? I kind of do. I don't want to have to be reaching for guys. And middle linebacker, I only have one on the roster. I know I'd be reaching or signing some in free agency, so I might as well sign one that's fast and he's already on the team. Nick Benito here, I didn't really give him a chance to develop, to be quite honest with you. Baron Browning's just a little bit better. And then we got Kaliko Wall on the other side. So Nick Benito kind of fell through the cracks. He'll sign somewhere. He's a good player. I like him in real life a lot. Surtain, Jacoby Arrington. We have really good corners. We are going to get rid of Damari Mathis, who's been benched in real life. And then Samuel Womack, who we traded for from the 49ers in year 1, actually. His contract's expiring. So not going to re-sign that. Brandon Hill, we signed him first year free agency as a depth piece for special teams. He's going to be let go. Nobody on strong safety, kicker, or punter. So that's it. There's your re-signing players. There's who we have going into next season. We don't really need to do anything else. Let's just get to stage 1, and then I will kind of go through. I'll do the manage roster thing. That way you can see the cards, which I really like. I didn't used to like this, but I like it a lot now. Wait, where is it? Oh, Adjust Lineup. That's what it's called. I forgot what it was called for a sec. All right, as you can see, we do have a nice piece on offense, JT Boothe. Now, as you can see, Zaire Johnson's 81 overall and A.J. Dillon's 78. We're going to go ahead and put Zaire Johnson as the starting running back. He probably will get more touches this next year. I I don't have a fullback, but I don't really need one. Tight end is going to be a need. We have one that's 70 overall, 68, and 67. They're all first or second year guys, I believe. But I like having Mims on the other side of JT Boothe along with Quez Watkins. That gives us enough pieces. We could go out and get somebody, but I like Faheco as well. And then we got a couple young guys as well, like Potter and Lewis. Like I said, left tackle, Mitchell Allen's playing down, but man, he was so good last year. He did not allow hardly any sacks, so we're going to keep him. We are going to keep him as our left tackle. Ben Powers, our left guard. Forsyth at center. And then we're going to have Quinn Meinertz and Mike McGlinchey Silvers on the right side of the line there. So it's not a great offensive line. We could definitely use some upgrades on the line. I'm not going to be shy away from getting a left tackle, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I would like to get Phil Holcomb up from normal development, but we got some work to do. The defense, on the other hand, we got to figure out the scheme because we got a lot of good players on this defense. We have two X factors in Patrick Surtain and Drew Sanders. My biggest issue is going to be safety, and I'm actually leaning towards starting Freeman over Skinner. And the reason for that is because he's more of a zone speed kind of strong safety as opposed to what JL Skinner offers, which is more of a kind of a downhill, linebacker-esque 6'4" almost, So will be interesting to see. I do have Javon Kinlaw back. I kind of wish I wouldn't have, though, because I forgot that I had Tristan Hill. It didn't show him pop up for some reason. So left end's going to be a concern for sure. We do need another cornerback probably. I don't really want Fayon Hicks and D. Long to go into the season as the only fourth corners on the roster. So we still have J.K. Scott, Jake Verity, Marvin Mims returning kicks, and then we're all good to go there. But that's kind of the team heading into free agency. So again, I'm going to make a second video, which is going to cover just the draft stuff. So this is going to be mostly focused on free agents, okay? So we're going to see who's available. I don't know who's available. I know we have money to spend. I'll tell you that. And we'll be spending it on defense. $108 million, and we'll be spending it on defense. That's just going to be a fact. So let's see who the top free agents are. So Jalen Phillips, Dallas Goedert, Tyler Lockett, Taylor Decker. Wow, this free agency class blows, and I got money to blow. All right. Alante Taylor, Travis Gibson, Adrian Amos might be kind of interesting at strong safety. Or Donovan Wilson out of A&M. Okay, let's just go down the line here. Go back to overall. So Singletary, Isaiah Spiller, 80 overall. Wow. We could just get ourselves a fullback if there's someone we like. Kari Blasingham's an 87 speed fullback. That's kind of fun. Andrew Beck, bring him back. Yeah, nobody really here. Sky Moore would be interesting. Anybody I want to bring in? Anybody cool? Romeo Dobbs, Nico Collins, Sammy Lindley. Why is this guy? What's this guy's story? 24 years old out of Georgia. Why is he already a free agent? Huh, I don't know. Don't really need him. We need a tight end, though. What do we want to do at tight end? I'm not going to pay, sorry, I'm not going to pay Tommy Trimble. We could try to get a guy like Chigazim. Now, he would be a fun, explosive piece for Phil on offense. I can't lie. 88 speed, let's do it. All right, offer strength not great, but that's fine. It's fine. 88 speed for Chiggy. I like that a lot. Anybody else I'm interested in? Yeah, Alberto. We're not going to bring him back, although we could. Left tackle Garrett Bowles. Wow. He wants to come back after we let him go. Not going to happen. Jonah Williams is there. Josh Jones. I don't really like any of these guys enough to want to pay up. Center, however, if there's a center we could find, there's really not. Cody Whitehair. Shout out Kansas State. My dude, but we're not going to go for him. Dude, this free agency class blows. We got to figure out defensively what we're going to do here. Who are we going to go get defensively? Could get Travis Gibson or Bilal Nichols. I kind of like having Travis Gibson just as another edge rusher. Shaq Barrett. I would love to bring back Shaq Barrett. I'm doing it. Let's see if he likes it. All right, well, he's probably not going to accept it, but I'm going to bring back Shaq Barrett if I can. We just have, like, what is happening in terms of the money? Like, I have so much money to spend and nobody to spend it on. Leo Chanel's 89 speed. All right, we are going to pay for. We're going to get Leo Chanel as our middle linebacker. We need a corner, okay? We need a right outside linebacker too, like kind of, like not really, but we could definitely use one. We could go get a guy like Khalil Mack. Just aging. I don't really want an aging guy. I don't need anybody old. Anybody's fat. Okay, Alontae Taylor is 94 speed. Like, we're going to try to get him as our fourth corner / compete with Riley Moss. And then I think I want to pay. Oh, I think I want to pay for Jalen Petrie. Oh, let's go get Jalen Petrie. We have money to blow. We have so much money to blow. Let's just give him a ridiculous contract over 3 years. Make it work. His motivations, I don't understand. It must be... Okay, that's not even his top offer. The Cowboys, he wants to go to a Super Bowl winner. Let's do a player friendly. High risk? No. Medium risk. I don't know if I want to pay 5 years for Jalen Petrie. That seems like a lot. See if we can get to 6 here and then like 5. Is that going to blow him away enough to get ahead of the Cowboys? It's not. We have no chance of getting Jalen Petrie. Okay, so we'll just withdraw that offer. That was disappointing. I was hoping 91 speed, man. God, he'd be fun. How old's Adrian Amos? 33. Good Lord. Darnell Savage is there. Nick Cross. Another fast safety. Man, I really want Jalen Petrie. What can I do? Can I give him a... Like, will he accept this? Like, what's this? That doesn't even give him higher than the Cowboys either. All right, so this guy has absolutely zero interest, Jalen Petrie does, in signing with us, even though he looks awesome. He looks awesome. Let's do 4 years and see if we can give him 6.5 and see if we can give him 5.5. Why not? Let's see if that does the trick. Oh, we're right there. Okay, let's do one of our evals. Let's see. Fuck! We didn't get him. We did not get him. Oh, man. Okay, so we didn't get him. Let's see. Did we get anyone else? Let's see. We did get Alontae Taylor and Leo Chenal. So we are helping the defense. Man, I really wanted him. Okay, so Shaq Barrett and Chiggy are still on the block. I didn't really see a lot of defensive guys that were even remotely game-changing. Oh, it's so disappointing. I have so much money. I guess I could trade someone. I could trade and take on a big contract. All right, here we go. We're just going to move on to stage 2 here. I want to see who kind of goes and who stays. I forgot to look at mock draft 3 for you guys, so I will look at mock draft 4 real quick. All right, so it has Eric Henderson going number 1, and as you can see, one of the players I eval'd, 3-4 talent going number 1 overall. Looks like a horrible pick for the Saints. Well, good news is I'm probably going to bail him out because I want this guy. Kevon Richards. I know I'm going to do a draft episode, but good Lord. Okay, this guy's way less elite things than I thought. Ooh, okay, maybe I don't want to trade up that high to get him. Although he would be perfect for our defense. We do need a left end. What about Killiam? How is he? His physicals. Ooh, elite. I like seeing that. C block shedding though doesn't really do it for me as my left end, so probably out on him. Any other left ends? Anybody else highly rated on the edge? No, it does not look that way. We have pick 7. So it really won't be that hard to move up if we really want to. We could also go for a guy like AJ Rankin. 21 years old. He's fine. He's pretty good. He's pretty good at rushing the passer. Yeah, he's pretty good. I think he could work. I don't know. We'll figure something out, but man, I kind of like this Kevon Richards a lot. Although I see he's falling. I don't really know why. 4.7. I mean, he's not as elite. He's very quick. B block shedding, A pursuit, A finesse moves, A play rec. He could be really good. He could be really good. We're probably going to use him as one of our scouts, our player breakdowns, or whatever at the last stage. But he's someone that I'm targeting. Anyways, back to free agency. Back to free agency. So Jalen Phillips goes to the Rams. Dallas Goedert to the Titans. Let's see. Do we need anybody? Alvin Kamara. Interesting. I don't really need. Ooh, Rachaad White. Also interesting. I just like Rachaad White. Nobody worth signing, unfortunately. Wide receiver wise, anybody worth signing? Not really. I see Alec Pierce to the Packers. I could sign Jalen Reagor. Everyone knows how much I like him. Odell, 72 overall. He's interested. He could. I wonder if he has that. Like vet leadership tag or whatever. Because if he has that, where is he? Let's see if he has that. Can I see his freaking player card? Fuck it. Let's bring him in. Let's try to get Odell in. Why not? Why the hell not? We want to see if Chiggy's got any other offers. He does not. Noah Gray, Jelani Woods. Jake Ferguson. Interesting. I wonder what his blocking is. Run blocking 61. Not a great blocker. All right, no one else there. Left tackles are gone. Not bringing back Bowles. Now, Ryan Kelly's interesting at center because we have Forsythe. That does bump us up like 13 overall. He's not really interested. Nobody is, to be fair, except for the guy who already signed. I think that might be it, guys. This might be a quick little Jadeveon Clowney, though. I don't see anybody that I am interested in, really. To be honest with you. We already have 3 defensive tackles, even though they're not the best defensive tackles in the world. I do want to bring in Shaq Barrett just because I like him. Could bring back Randy Gregory, but we're not going to do that. Middle linebacker, I do want to bring in Leo Chenal. We already did bring in Leo Chenal. Excuse me. Who's that? Deion Jones. Chad Muma is interesting. I like him. All right, we'll call it there. Routes highlight we don't need. Corner we already signed. What's his name? Alontae Taylor. Kobe Durant. Kobe Durant has... Oh, man, he would have been good, too. He's 95 speed. He's not interested in us. Nobody's interested in us. Everyone hates us. Okay. Strong safety. I'm so mad I didn't get Jalen Petrie. Do I go get Adrian Amos? Let's see if we can get Adrian Amos. Why not? We got to make this defense better for Phil. One way or another, we're getting this defense better. We're going to free agency 3 here, and then I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit the video, and I'm gonna get into the draft stuff. All right, here we go. Last one. We got Adrian Amos. We got Alontae Taylor. We got Shaq Barrett, Chiggy Okonkwo, Leo Chenal, and Odell Beckham Jr. You know, you might look at me and say, wow, none of those guys are above 80. And you're not wrong. But guess what? That's an upgrade at strong safety by 9 overall. That's an upgrade at fourth corner by 12 overall. That's an upgrade at backup outside linebacker by 11 overall. Upgrade at tight end by 5 overall. We didn't have a second middle linebacker. And we didn't. Odell Beckham is just Odell Beckham. He's awesome. So we'll just bring him in because why the hell not? So, yeah, we're moving on. We signed our guys that we want. Now we'll get to the next one, which is free agency recap. And then we can have some real fun with the NFL draft. So thanks for sitting with me and watching me, kind of deduce what we're going to do to help Phil. And we brought in a bunch of defensive players, and we might not be done bringing in defensive players. So I'm going to stop it here, and I will get into the next video, which is going to cover the NFL draft. So free agency recap, I'll just do a quick summary here. This was such a boring free agent class. I'm sorry for you guys, but Jalen Phillips is the best at 86 overall. It's so trash. Jared Goff does go to the Raiders, though, which is only important because we're in the AFC West. Anybody else? Not really anything of note. Any wide receivers of note? Tyler Lockett. Cortland Sutton. Okay, we do lose Cortland Sutton. He does go to the Seahawks. What about Greg Dulcich? He ends up on the Rams. Okay. Who else did we let go? I don't remember who all we let go. That was like pretty good. I don't think. Oh, Bonito. Let's look at Nick Bonito. Where'd Nick Bonito go? He's right outside linebacker, huh? 75 overall. Nick Bonito to the Chargers. Okay, Khalil Mack still unsigned, but interesting. I wonder if any of the other corners like Womack or anybody signed. I doubt it. Yeah, Damari Mathis didn't sign. Womack didn't sign. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna get into the next video. We'll cover the draft here next.